Daniel Johnston. I'm a part of Mr. Gary Hall's speech class, and today I wanted to speak with you guys and give a demonstration speech. And I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know how many people fish, but a lot of times people fish, and when they have the bait, a lot of times the bait that they will use, that they tie, they don't properly tie it, and sometimes they often lose the bait when fishing. And today I wanted to demonstrate how to properly tie your bait onto your fishing pole. As you well know, fishing string is very thin wire, so it makes it rather difficult to demonstrate that because it's hard to see. So I'm going to use a rope instead and teach you the proper way to tie your hook on or your baits on or whatever you're using. The reason why I want to show you this is so that you won't lose your baits and you won't lose your fish if you ever do decide to go fishing. There's two types of knots that I want to demonstrate for you today. One's called a dead man's knot. The other one's called a double dead man's knot. And I've found in my experiences that these are the absolute best knots that you can use to tie your baits or tie your hook onto your fishing pole. So, like I said, I'm going to use a rope here. Now, I've got a hook, a circle here. Now, we're just going to pretend that this is your hook, because as you probably already know, if you're a fisherman, you know that the hook has an eye in it, a circle. Okay, and as you would do to demonstrate, what you're going to do is you're going to take your fishing string, which this is pretending to be the fishing string, and you're going to insert the fishing string through the eye of the needle, like threading a needle. The dead man's knot, this is how you make the dead man knot. What you're going to do is once you run it through there, you're just going to take it and you're going to have the excess. Let's get a little closer so we can see. You have the excess, and then you have your main string. What you're going to do is you're going to loop it through. You're going to have the excess coming off just like that. And then the excess you're going to begin to spin and wrap around. That was one twist. I just wrapped it around one time. I'm going to wrap it around 2 times. I'm going to wrap it around 3 times and 4 times. Okay, I wrap it 6 times on a fishing string. Now this is a rope, so it's a lot different, so I'm limited to what I can do. But what you're going to want to do with fishing string is you're going to wrap that thing about 6 or 7 times, whatever your preference is. And whenever you do that, then you're going to find the hole, that the little bitty hole that you started from that comes into the eye. And you're going to take the excess and you're going to run it through the hole. Let's get a little closer. So you have your fishing line. See this part right there? You're going to take the excess that you've wrapped the line around 6 or 7 times, and you're going to run it through there, just like so. I'm going to grab it with my finger. I'm going to take the line. I'm going to pull it. Okay? When you pull it, you'll see it to cinch up. And you begin to slide the knot down. And you just slide it down, and that's it. Now this is a dead man's knot. Okay, as you can see, it's connected right there. And then obviously if this were a fishing bait, then you'd cut your excess off with scissors. Okay, but this is one of the best knots that you can use. But there's one more that I'm going to show you. It's called the double dead man. As you can see, if this were the eye of the needle or the hook or whatever you're fishing with, you have one wrap going around holding this. Okay, now it's tight, it ain't going anywhere. But I want to just show you an even better one, which is the double dead man. Okay, and it's exactly the same as one I just showed you, except for there's one more step I'm going to add to the whole thing. I'm going to start over. I untied my knot. Here's the double dead man's knot. Okay, so once again, we're going to pretend that this is the hook. This is your fishing string. I'm gonna go right through the eye of the hook. But this is the one step that's different. Then I'm going to take the excess, which this is going to your fishing pole, and this is the excess. But what I'm going to do is, instead of wrapping it around there like I did last time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop it through one more time. So now I'm going to have a circle, and I'm going to have the excess here. Now what I like to do is I like to stick my finger through the little loop and pull as much slack as I want to. And I still have my finger through the circle. So let's get my hands positioned correctly here. So ultimately it looks like this. I came up through the hole, I went back out, and then through it again, and then now my excess is coming out. Okay. Now, like I said, stick your finger in there. It makes it a whole lot easier if you do it that way. Then you're going to begin to twist the same way you did the last knot. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do this about 6 or 7 times, the same amount, 6 or 7 times. Okay? Then, when you're done wrapping it 6 or 7 times, then you're going to take, after wrapping your string 6 or 7 times, then the finger that I have my hole in, that little double loop I did at the beginning, then you're going to stick it through that hole. Let's get up here closer so you can see. I'm going to take and stick it through the hole, pull my excess out. Let's get up here. Pull the excess out, and then once again slide the knot down, and then pull it tight again, slide it down, and pull to the bait. So when it's done, you're going to have, it's going to look exactly the same as before, except it's going to have the spirals going all the way down. This helps hold, but what's different about this time is now, instead of holding it in one place, I'm holding it in 2 places. Here's 1, here's 2. This right here is just the excess, okay? And normally you would cut this with a pair of scissors or a knife or whatever. So now you have it, this knot doubles the strength of your hook when you're fishing. Okay, so if you ever get a hook or you get hung up or whatever, this doubles the strength. Now, I showed you guys that, and I wanted to demonstrate that. I hope that encourages you to go fishing, and I want you guys to try that at home next time you go tie your knot or tie your bait on your fishing pole. Thank you very much. God bless you.